Hurry. Go. Go.
What was I saying?
Okay. Have we got a video for you? Stay tuned. Hello, it's Tara and Sabrina with another video today. What are we talking about today?
Planners.
Planners. That's a good topic. Planners are very important. They keep us on schedule. They remind us of things. So when you're picking out a planner, what kind do you what should we look for?
Well, there's many types out there, like you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And it really just depends on what you want out of a planner because we're all different.
Mm-hmm.
So, I enjoy being artistic. I like, I like to explore my artistic side. I love poetry. I love quotes. I love art.
Mm-hmm.
So having creative space is appealing to me.
So your planner is this big.
That's right. Yeah. But that is part of what I'm going to talk about. I have tried out several planners through the years. So when I was working, as a chaplain and going to a lot of meetings, one thing that I was looking for was like this one thing that I could carry that I could take my notes in and also have space for, the things I needed to remember. Sure. And I wanted that creative space so that when I was preparing for my day, I could incorporate aspects of my goals and things that I wanted to stay on top of, but also keep myself encouraged.
Sure.
Pretty pens help to make you prepare for the day. Yes, I am.
Pretty pens, okay.
Yes,
all right.
I love good markers and gel pens. Oh my goodness, yes. So, love the Sharpies in every color.
Yeah.
One thing that I had tried out was a passion planner. And it's a good, probably inch thick, beautiful leather cover.
Ooh.
Oh yes, it is. It is beautiful. It's like an accessory, all of its own,
Yeah.
And
because you want, when you take it out of your bag, you want people to go, ooh.
Oh, and they did. Ooh. And it's got that soft leather feel.
Oh, love it.
I'm telling you, top of the line there. And what I enjoyed about it was it provided some tools to keep yourself accountable in goal setting. So you had areas to explore, the goals that you wanted to set, and then also ways to keep yourself accountable throughout the year. So I love that. Then I explored a Christian planner, which it's very similar to the Passion Planner in that it's thick. It offers some extra tools to keep yourself accountable, but more in line with your relationship with Christ. So those would include devotions, include scripture, a scripture for the day or the week. In this time of my life, I wanted big squares because I had a lot to write in those time frames. So just like a traditional calendar, and you know how they've got like the 2x2 square for each. Yeah. Not enough.
Like
for
an overview of the month, and then they had a day.
That's right, and that was not enough for me. Not enough space. So that was a really good tool for a season of my life. Another thing that you can look at is there are ones that you can, if you're wanting to be more thrifty, because these planners can be very expensive.
Yes, they can.
They can be $30 to $50. The ones that I have referred to. And it is something you're using every day, so it can be worthwhile. But if you don't have the budget for it, there are other things available. You can go online on Pinterest or do like a Google search for some free printable calendar templates, and you can create your own. And there's some really cute stuff out there.
That's great.
That people have created and they're willing to share. And I did do that, during when I was a stay-at-home mom. And
so you just print these out and put them in a 3-ring binder?
Put them in a 3-ring binder. and that worked for a season. It also had some cute matching grocery shop lists.
Oh my gosh, to die for.
That's right. Another option is a bullet. Have you heard of like the bullet journal?
I've heard of a bullet
planner?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I'm not quite sure of what it is.
Well, it's kind of like starting with a blank I can't talk today.
Yeah. Take two.
It's kind of like starting with a blank slate. So you create the lines, and you're also bringing the pretty things that you want to incorporate. This almost feels like a career when you start working with a bullet journal. I started it, and this creative girl, there was not enough time in the world to devote to the bullet journal. So I quickly laid that down.
Yeah.
But that may be great for you. So more information would be found on Pinterest. You know, that's a great place to find ideas and things like that. But you are doing all the writing, everything. Lastly, I would say that this season in my life, as a counselor for Tara Powell Ministries, most of my scheduling is appointments. So I need all the times listed. So I need 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10, and that way I can just write in the appointments and block off that time. So that's the one that's working best for this season.
So Tara, these planners that you've been referencing, the purpose planner, the Christian planner, the blank planner, the bullet planner, and all the other ones, these are paper, right? These are paper planners?
I am more old school, like the paper in hand, like to be able to look at it, feel it, carry it around. Sometimes that can be not as convenient for folks, but I've had issues with digital before, so it's kind of a me thing.
Yeah. So, but there are digital
absolutely
planners available. You know, you can use your Google Calendar for all that matter. Keep that on your phone. There are digital planners that you can buy off of Etsy and put them on your iPad, and I've not done that, but I follow a YouTuber that she creates them, and the whole process is fascinating. I love stuff like that. I even tried a few times, and then I ran out of patience is what happened. Yeah, imagine that. So there's different varieties that you can build. I think the main thing is that that you like it. That you like. I bought a planner at Walmart because I needed it, or a calendar, you know, and I started filling that thing out. I'm like, I hate this thing. I do not like it. It's ugly. It's plain.
I really find that it's like a pair of shoes too. Sometimes you don't know until you've worn them. Something can look so cute on you in the store, but once you've actually had to wear them through the day, you find that these just don't work. They don't cut it.
It's riding up.
Your shoes.
I'm just trying to make a joke.
Shoe wedgie. Okay. So I find it's like a pair of shoes. You know, you go to the shoe store, you pick out something cute, right?
Right.
And if you're like me, you're really tempted by the clearance aisle. And once you get it home, you wear them to church or you wear them to town, and they're killing your feet.
Yeah.
And they got to go. I mean, it's just not worth it. And I have found that with planners. Until you get to using it, it's hard to know whether it's for you. So, you know, do some research.
Because you can't return those things.
No.
Right.
No. Give some thought, though, ahead of time to what you want. It's important that it serves you and you're not serving it. So you don't want to waste a lot of time trying to make something work. Okay, it needs to work for you. And like I mentioned earlier, different seasons of your life may require different things. So it's important that you kind of take that into consideration as well. But you want something you like,
that's pretty, or that is pleasing to your eyes. let us know in the comments what kind of planners are you currently using, and do you like them? What would be some of the things that you would include in a planner that was made just for you?
Well, we just want to make sure that they're functional.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Back when I was at home with the kids,
Uh-huh.
and I was scheduling not just for myself, but for 4 other people. One thing that worked for me was to take those pretty little pens that I like.
Yes.
And I didn't have time to do the doodles and the
Mhm.
quotes and all that stuff like I so enjoy right now.
Mhm.
But what I would do instead was I would assign a color per person.
Oh, that's good.
So my favorite color is purple. So everything that was that I had to do, I wrote in purple. And I bought one of the big desk calendars, and we kept it on the fridge so that everybody knew where everybody was, because there were times that obviously our kids weren't wondering where's mom and dad, but my husband might have be looking at the calendar on noon on Monday and wondering what's happening later that evening.
Mhm.
Once the kids get out of school. Well, he could look at the calendar and see whether one of the kids had practice.
Sure.
Or whether we were all going to be home in the evening, and that was helpful. So everybody had their own color, and that seemed to work for us during that phase in our life.
I just immediately had that thought. My name's Buddy. What's your favorite color? Yeah,
Okay.
I answered the
Yes.
phone. Yep. Yes. So do we have to wait till January to start this, or can we start? When can we start?
Well, of
with a
course, you
planner?
can start this whenever. And if you're a thrifty shopper like me, I do have a tip for you.
Oh.
If you can wait
Uh-huh.
till even the end of January to start your shopping, you will find that prices are being reduced, and they will continue to reduce. There are some calendars that actually start in July.
Really? I didn't know that.
So they can go from July to July. And I have done that before. I have waited for these $30 to $50 calendars
Uh-huh.
to go half price and buy them midway through the year. And, I was able to have the same function as the big thick ones, but
Mhm.
I just had to be patient. And it is hard to be patient. But no, you can start anytime. Just decide what's best for you. And you might be like you were, where you tried it and
Uh-huh.
it didn't work. And
Yeah. Kick into the
so
curb.
if you wait a month, then it's, buying another one at a reduced price. That's the way to go.
We also have an item at the ministry office that Tara wrote a book called Purpose Journaling.
Yeah.
And this thing is just, it's kind of like a introspective kind of journal. I wouldn't call it like a planner. It's just a, what are the pros and cons of your job? What is your why? Tell your story. Why did you go into your profession? I mean, just kind of, just as you're kind of analyzing your goals or whatever, just it's so valuable to kind of ask yourself these questions. And I'll just put this in the description box below with a link, and you can just take a look at it for yourself. So
it's helping you to stay focused on your purpose.
Yeah.
And when I say purpose, what I mean is why you do what you do. Like when I was a hospice chaplain, why did I get into that? There were days that job was so hard. And if I could remember my why, it kept me on the right path. That, yeah, this is a hard day. It may be a hard week, but I chose this career because I wanted to help the hurt, lost, and the dying.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you can bring it back to that, then you know, this is hard, but it is worth it in the long run. That can be true for a teacher or a nurse, or any profession that you have. What's your why? Why are you doing what you do? Why are you putting the effort in? This helps you stay on track for that, helps you to be encouraged, and to keeping that why, that purpose right in front of you all the time.
Yeah, because sometimes you want to ask yourself these types of questions, but then you get this really nice shiny new notebook and whatever, and you open it up and you're like, I don't know what questions to ask myself.
Sure.
And this is a good self exercise.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
self-evaluating
Yeah,
tool.
yeah.
And helps you to reach your goals, help you to understand yourself on a different level. And also, those are pretty quick prompts.
Yes.
Something that you can do in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. So we'll put a link in the description box below so you can take a look at it. But hey, and we have some other videos in this series, in this planning, new you kind of vibe that we're doing, and we'd love for you to take a look at those. So we'll put them in the cards above, and please like and subscribe to our channel. We'll have more videos about the Christian life, about just all sorts of different topics that you might be interested in. And so come join us. Come be a part of our community. Until the next video, we'll see you later.
Love.
Love.